So I got a comment the other day on my video for the G522 headphone, and the comment said that I should be messing with the cleanup. So let me see here. He said somewhere in here there was a sound cleanup, and I think I do remember seeing that. So those are presets. Blue voice. Signal cleanup. There it is. So he said I should do the signal cleanup. So right now I'm running without it. So I'm going to click the signal cleanup now. And it's got a high pass filter, a de-esser, a depopper. So it's all digital ways of cleaning up your noise. They got noise reduction right there, a gate, which totally not needed. Compressor comes in handy if you want to reduce, what do they call it? When you go red, it totally distorts your sound. So if you put a compressor in there and you set it at certain decibels, it won't go beyond that. Compressor is on automatically. So, I mean, he said I should be using the signal cleanup, but apparently a lot of the signal cleanup stuff was already on. Okay, so it was Zogun. So Zogun says, stop that RGB and click signal cleanup, dude. Duh. And then somebody gave it a thumbs up. And shout out to Zogun for pointing that out. But Zogun, signal cleanup features were already turned on by default. De-esser, depopper, and a compressor were turned on by default. So if I go in here and it's not even allowing me to do noise reduction for some odd reason. Let me see here. Rename preset. Is it different for every preset? Yeah, it's different for every preset. So part of the presets is turning on the signal cleanup. So obviously for the AM radio, you get different, you got a high pass filter, broadcaster 1, broadcaster 2 are basically the same. And that's why I couldn't tell the difference in the two, except for the EQ on them. So if you look at the EQ, there's a difference in broadcaster 1 and broadcaster 2. Broadcaster 1 has a more high end. Broadcaster 2 has a little bit less. Okay, so broadcaster 1 it peaks at around 4K and goes across the board and drops at 10K. Where broadcaster 2 peaks at around 6.5K and drops down. So that's the difference there. But then if we go to signal cleanup, the default, everything's turned off with the default, obviously. FM station, same things, de-esser, depopper, and compressor, but the EQ makes the big difference there. Night whisper, they added a high pass filter and noise reduction. So noise reduction is perfect for night whisper because you don't want any background noises coming in. And when you hover over the things, it tells you what it does. So remove stationary background noise from your audio signal, like fan, air conditioning. Should be used as with caution, as a high negative value could impact the overall quality of your voice. Gate, for those who don't know what a gate is, a noise gate will remove a signal, voice, or noise below a set threshold. The higher the threshold, the louder the input signal needs to be to get past the noise gate. Should be used with caution, as too high of a threshold will impact voice quality. So it's almost like the noise gate shuts off certain frequencies. So if you set a gate at a certain frequency, the stuff that's beyond the gate doesn't get through. So I wish I could test that somehow. Noise gate will remove a signal, voice or noise below a set threshold. So like if we set the threshold to, I think it goes by decibels. So I can't turn this on unless I make a completely custom sound. I want to do that. I'm going to mess around with that. So let's go to custom presets. We're going to create a new preset, and we're going to turn on the noise gate. So right now the noise gate is -37. So these are the decibels. So if I go all the way up to 60, I don't know if it's making a difference. If I go -36, I don't know if it's making a difference. And I wonder if that's why in most of these presets the noise gets turned off. So compressor. So I'll drop the compressor all the way down, and I'm just going to talk normally, and then I'm going to raise the compressor all the way up and see if you guys notice a difference. I won't notice it until I edit this video. But anyway, so these are some of the things you can do. High pass filter. High pass filter removes low frequency content below the selected threshold. Best for removing unwanted interference noise, electrical buzz. High setting could impact the bass characteristics of your voice. Let's screw around with that. So yeah, I'm just talking normally, and I'm moving the high pass filter all the way up to 300 hertz, just so you could hear the difference. The de-esser helps remove harsh, high frequency sounds like sh in the voice. So let's turn the de-esser on and then go through this sh, and you see if you can see the depopper. Listens to low frequencies for explosives and pops that are unpleasant or will overload the mic signal. The filter compresses the signal at the target frequency when the signal passes the selected threshold. So it's not unlike a compressor. Compressor reduces the level of your speech when it gets too loud. Keeping your voice level more consistent overall reduces the likelihood of clipping. So the compressor's on, compressor, and then you do the depopper. Pop, piss, poop, pop, piss, poop, pop. So those are all the signal cleanups. So obviously I'm not gonna use this preset, but I'm gonna go back to Broadcaster 1, and you should have been able to hear all the differences. So again, shout out to Zogun for saying that I should click signal cleanup. So this video is for you, Zogun. I clicked the signal cleanup, and it's already set up for each of the different curated presets is what they call them. So each different curated presets already has the signal cleanup configured. But there it is. I'll see you guys on the next video.